So, quick video, I think. Cigarette, wine. Have a glass of wine, have a smoke, make a video. I'm gonna do one more hour Outlast 2 tonight. Poof, fucking with me here. One more video of Outlast 2 tonight. I'm gonna keep doing Outlast 2. I'm gonna do it till I beat it, but I'm only gonna do 1 hour. I was all enthusiastic before it came out. Yeah, I'm gonna do 10 hours. Fucking game's boring. But I'm gonna keep with it till the end. I thought it was just me, but I went on Steam. A lot of other people think it's boring too. Not as good as the first one, for sure. It's okay. It's a lot of just running around in random environments. I'm also going to try to play something else, though, before I do Outlast 2 again. I'm going to play some... Oh, I just got invited to the Quake Champions closed beta. I love Quake. That'll be fun. I don't think I can film it, though, or stream it. I haven't read over the shit, but... You probably can't. Closed betas are like that. But yeah, Outlast 2 is not as exciting as I thought it'd be, I gotta say. But I got all my shit I gotta do today done so I can game the rest of the day. But I also just got a new 4K restoration of Leon the Professional. And I've got a kick-ass 4K TV, so... I might watch that. I love that movie. I always buy it, whatever the latest release is, Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, limited edition, whatever. That's one movie I always have to own, top quality. Yeah. I bought Dirt VR. That game's fun too. Real fun. Probably the best racing game. I like it more than Drive Club. I played the demo of Drive Club. It was just okay. But I like the motion steering. I don't like steering with the analog stick. I can see why people want a wheel. That's the one immersion breaking things. That analog stick kind of sucks for steering. Drive Club lets you turn the controller, tilt the controller, so you at least have a wider range of turning. Kind of like Mario Kart Wii, if you ever played it. But I enjoy it. It's realistic as fuck. You got like a guy that sits next beside you, and I'm all like looking at him while I drive into walls and shit. Let's die together! No. It's fun though. Really immersive though. I do love it. So far. It seems like GTA taking to... not GTA. Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo 3 was called A-Spec, so technically that is GTA 3 too. But yeah, Gran Turismo. It plays like Gran Turismo, just like even more intense realism and simulation. But in VR, it's like, seems to be front to start VR. Not all games are like that. Trackmania, only a portion of the track or game is in VR. Small portion. It's like they don't want to make games too intense, like roller coastery. Because a lot of people seem to get motion sick. I don't get it at all from anything. I love it. Dizziness. It's fun. Like Trackmania, I purposely like hit the brake as I hit a ramp, so I do like a couple 360 barrel rolls through the air. Everyone else gets dizzy. It's like, oh god, I'm gonna crash, motion sickness, blah blah blah. I don't get it at all. I love it. Bring it on. But as a result, I think they make games like not too extreme movement wise. But I hate that shit. Like Resident Evil 7, you can make it so like it looks like it'll go blank and you look. You can turn in like 45-degree angles or 30-degree angles. I can't stand that shit. That's more distracting and more nauseating than just turning. Seeing a fucking black spot every 5 seconds when I want to turn. Now that is VR. I might stream that a bit. Dirt VR. And I'm going to do a Resident Evil 7 basement nightmare mode run. I only did the normal difficulty. But I enjoy that game a lot. Or at least that mode. The main game, I beat it a couple times. It's okay. I liked it the first time a lot for sure. Not as replayable as the other Resident Evils. There's a few things to unlock. But the basement thing I like. But I only have the first DLC. Don't have the second one. I don't have the second one. I was only going to buy one. And my friend said that one was probably the best one for the money. Because that basement mode's kind of mercenary-ish from the previous Resident Evil. And I like that kind of gameplay. Like, I love Nazi zombies on Call of Duty. Just that, get points, spend shit, buy better weapons, kill more zombies. In fact, I wish there was a mode in Basement to make it go forever, not just 6 o'clock, and just have it keep getting harder and harder and harder. That'd be fun. I don't know what's coming on the third DLC. I know it's going to have something with Chris Redfield. I don't really care for that. I really did like seeing this Resident Evil 7 as its own thing, not connected to the other ones. But it's fine too. I don't know if it's like canon or not canon. There's also a new movie coming out, the CGI one. I don't know if it's been released. But yeah, I'm going to download Quake Champions, play the beta. Doubt I can record it. But if they let me, I'll do it. And then I'm going to maybe do some Dirt VR. But I'm bad at that game so far. It's like super realistic. I'm used to racing games where you got to floor it. And that's not this one. You fucking crash in 2 seconds, barrel roll the car. I wish the driver reacted. Like, you got a co-driver that tells you of upcoming turns, but he's chill as fuck. I'll be barrel rolling through the fucking air. Dude's just like, left turn up ahead. Left turn here. Dude gives no fucks. Dude has chill. Like no tomorrow. VR is fun, though. It's definitely worth it. Feel it. I don't know. It's really hard to explain to people who haven't tried it. Because I run into those. And it is a lot of money, for sure. But I think it is worth the money. Because I think it brings something genuinely new to the table. Before, it's always been about better graphics, more RAM, better AI, that kind of shit. But now it's like the VR brings new things to improve. Like immersion, depth, and a lot of creativity. Like, I love that part of London Heists where you have to smoke a cigar. Especially since it's a bitch to smoke with the VR headset on. I even bought this smoking extender. It like is a little wooden piece that goes on it. It makes the cigarette come out to here. So like it doesn't burn up my headset and the smoke doesn't run up my fucking nostrils. If you try to smoke a cigarette with it on, even if you like cup it down so it like doesn't burn the shit, the smoke just goes right in your nose and burns like crazy. And forget about pot. Oh fuck, forget about that. Which I hate. I wish I need to get a new bowl or something so I can smoke with the headset on. Because there are a few games that demand it. I got the Harmonix game. It's pretty much a music visualizer, but you're inside it in VR. If that doesn't scream, get high while you do this, nothing else does. Except for that thing on VR Zoom. VR Room. Zoom. It's like an exercise game. It's meant to be played with this workout bike thingy. But you can play it with the controller too. And there's one where you ride a Pegasus. And you can turn on your own songs too. And that shit. Like, you're riding a flying Pegasus around the forest. Tell me you don't want to just be stoned while doing that. Fly. Like, that screams, get high while you do this. And the canoeing one. Little duckies. But that was like the first thing I did after the Playroom VR when I first got the headset. I was like, look at the little duckies. This is a workout. I might put this on when I want to go to sleep. This is chill as fuck. Yeah, I love the 360 ASMR videos. I've only seen a few. ASMR is awesome. Mine was about out of things to update. But I still got cigarette left. I'm going to go till the cigarette's done. God. Yeah, so the next thing I'll probably upload will be Dirt VR. But it's going to be bad. I'm going to be bad at it. I am very bad at it so far. But I will get better. This is the first, like, Uber simulation. The only thing I ever played that came close to this was Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. And that one I enjoyed a lot, getting all the driver license course passing. Really fun. There was, like, a trick where you could rubber band the analog stick and, like, duct tape a button so it keeps selecting the same track. And it would steer it. Like one of the earlier tracks, because it's like a perfect left turn. Like there's a circle, so you like rubber band the analog stick so it tilts left. You duct tape the button, it'll just run, and you get points like while you're asleep and shit. Remember that little trick. But this is like on another level realism. I've heard of the Dirt games before. I haven't really considered them, but VR games are slim pickings right now, especially on PlayStation VR. But I have a new, some stuff coming to up my rig a bit, so it'll be more VR capable, among other things. Can run games in 4K perfectly. Outlast 1 runs in 4K, but not while I record. I get dips. So I did it at 2K, but there was that stupid video error. But I figured it out. I fucking changed the resolution settings of my game without changing the capture settings. So it captured a 1080p feed and a 2K feed at the same time and overlaid them. But I've rectified that. I'm trying to keep the quality okay. So, but it does without chugging up the game. Because I have it set at Outlast 2. I can do it at 1080p with okay recording settings with a few slowdowns once in a while. But I am upping my shit a bit, so. But that won't happen till I think tomorrow. It's supposed to get here. Add some juice to the rig. And I also wanted to future-proof it a bit, because I do want to get a PC VR thing down the road. That Oasis looks fun. Like, I like the HTC Vive headset, and I like the room scaling censorship. Excuse me. But I wasn't crazy about the controllers. And I do like those Oculus touch controllers. Here they have, like, motions. They can register your fingers and stuff. So, hypothetically, if you're in a driving game, you can, like, give someone the finger and it would register. That's really cool. So, yeah, I have to keep an eye out on the new HTC Vive. Because it seemed like it'd be a stupid idea to buy one now if there's another one around the corner, too. And, yeah, maybe see if they have something on Black Friday / Cyber Monday. Maybe I get a deal. Maybe not, but I want a good PC VR thing, because they seem to have a better selection of games in general and more frequent releases. Like, I think I saw a game called, I think it was called Arizona Rising. It played like Brookhaven Hospital, but you can move a bit more, and you use more, I don't know, daylight. It's in the daylight, you use more realistic guns, but I like Brookhaven too. I really like playing it standing, but sometimes I play it sitting, but I have to switch a lot of shit around to do standing VR versus sitting VR. I used to just turn my TV a little bit, but now I got a bigger TV, doesn't turn so easily. But it's really the camera you have to adjust. So I've actually ordered an extension cable for the PlayStation camera, so I can have more flexibility about repositioning the camera. It's a mouthful, but Brookhaven's fun. Pretty fun. I like getting the Python. It reminds me of Walking Dead. Rick's Python. Pretty powerful too. That game's fun. But short. Kind of tech demo-y-ish, but a bit more. Batman is straight up a tech demo. But I love Batman. I love DC. Putting on the Crow for the first time and looking at yourself in the mirror is pretty awesome. I'd almost argue it's worth $20 for that alone. Only a Batman fan would understand. Only a Batman fan. Because that game gets shit reviews about how short it is. But Outlast 2. Guess I'm hoping it's not too long of a game to beat. But I do want to beat it because I paid for it. And I was really looking forward to it. Still, maybe it gets better. Maybe it gets better. Right now I feel like it's real trial and error-y. And the way forward is usually like some small little cubby you have to crawl through. And it's like pitch black. You can't see it. You'll be like, my God. This... First Outlast 2 video, there's that one part where I'm just walking around forever at the same spot. I actually cut shit out of that video because it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to find a way forward. It was just this little opening that you had to crawl through, and it was pitch black and I did not see it. I ran all over the fucking place looking for the way forward, and it's just this little cubby hole to go to the next part. Oh my God, I thought I was fucking all kinds of retarded. But apparently other people, when I went on to Steam, have had similar problems. So I didn't feel too bad. And other people aren't too crazy about it either. A lot of people seem to feel it's not as good as the first one, and I feel that way too. But I'm a trooper. I'm going to stick it out till the end. Hopefully it's not too long. Well, that's about it though. I'm going to check out Leon. Maybe I'll speak a few words on Flash and Arrow. I watched that last night, too. No, I watched Arrow last night, Flash the night before. Flash was good. Arrow was okay. A bit. Some parts were good, some parts were weird. Flash was great because it went into the future, and we got to see the new future Flash suit. That's cool. It looks nice too. It looks close to the movies. Got a yellow belt. Looks awesome. That was probably the highlight of the DC week. Arrow was good too, but there were some weird story beats. Like, they were against Felicity breaking this one guy out of prison, but even by their own admission, this guy shouldn't have been held. And they're like, what? It just didn't make sense. They're like against her. They keep saying she goes on over to the dark side, but by dark side seems to mean breaking out a person who's being illegally held without trial. That's the dark side. That's really not all that different from what they generally do on a day-to-day basis. That part didn't play so well. At all. And then even when Felicity gets the thing to track Prometheus, it's like, well, you seem to be happy she got that. It seems to have paid off. It was a worthwhile gamble. And a lot of people don't like Felicity, and I didn't like her either, especially during season 3 and 4. But I actually kind of sided with her in this one. I don't mind her as much because they seem to be giving her a bit more to do with meat. It doesn't just hinge on relationship drama. Like, I like it when characters get a little dark. It's fun. Yeah. But that was like my main problem with the episode. Decent action and all that good stuff. Story. Wild Dog and Lance were great. As always. They're really good actors. You wouldn't think Wild Dog would be such a good actor, but he is. Quentin, of course, is a good actor. He's one of the best actors the shows have. They kill him off. So that'd be a sad day. Yeah. But Flash was good too. Flash was really good. It hadn't been so good this season. It's been an okay season. This episode was good. High stakes. Pretty brutal too. Cisco getting his arms frozen off. Oh my god. That was brutal. It was really his yelling. His freaking out yelling of his hands disintegrating in front of him. That was fucking brutal. The effect was just okay, but the acting, just him freaking out, seeing his hands melt away, that was kind of disturbing, and I liked it. But that was a good episode. I like seeing the new suit. It was fun. A lot of interesting plot twists and turns, and I like that we're probably getting to Killer Frost territory. I also watched Supergirl, but that was kind of boring. A lot of relationship dramas. That show's real hit or miss. More misses than hits. But I don't know. They didn't have a lot of the supporting cast that they usually have. Like, Martian Manhunter wasn't really in it. The Daxamite boyfriend didn't really become relevant to the back half. I almost forgot he was there. And then he was like, hey, I need your help. Oh, yeah, you exist. Overall, it was just an okay episode. And you know where it's going. You know this is starting to set up where Lena and Kara will eventually split. That Daxamite mom is going to get Lena to do something nefarious against Supergirl, and it's going to be the end of the relationship. Because I imagine they're going like a Smallville route, like they'll be friends at first and be enemies down the road. But I miss Megan. I like that they did the Young Justice storyline. But overall, it was just an episode. Here Superman's coming back, and Zod's going to be introduced. I look forward to that. Look forward to seeing more Manhunter. Gotham I watched too. That show's surprisingly gotten good. Yeah, it was shit the first season. But it picked up during the second season, and this one's been really good. It's really starting to feel like Batman the Animated Series done live action, which is cool. I like that. It's just the right tone. The first season, I think the problem was they couldn't commit to one side or the other. Like, part of them wanted to stay true to the canon, but a part of them wanted to write on their own stories. And then, like, at the end of the season, they pretty much commit to, like, writing their own story. And I don't mind that. I'd rather it be one or the other than one foot in one foot in the other. Like, it's fun now that they've committed to doing just their own story. And the way I look at it, some people, I try to explain it, is it's like Batman story, but if Batman wasn't around and Jim Gordon had to deal with the Rogue Gallery, how would Jim have dealt with Mr. Freeze or Ivy if Batman wasn't around? That's a good way to look at Gotham, I think. But it was a good episode, really Riddler focus. He truly became the Riddler. I don't think Penguin. Yeah, he's not dead. They reveal he wasn't dead. Yeah, DC. When did they ever keep anyone dead? Except for Laurel, oddly, on Arrow. There's one time you wanted to see them bring someone back. It was Laurel, and that's the one time they won't. That's just a bummer, just because of time commitment we sink into the character of Laurel. And I like the actress, too. Kitty Cassidy. I like seeing her evolve from a shit fighter to an okay fighter. Because with Green Arrow, he's so tough, like, no one can really fight him. Except for Prometheus. Or, like, some heavy hitter like Ra's al Ghul. Or Deathstroke. But any, like, random Joe Schmo, he'll annihilate them. But Black Canary, it's fun. Like, I always wish they made Malcolm Merlin, like, Canary's enemy. Like, that was the person she had to beat. And when she beat him, you would know she's as good as, like, Oliver Season 1. She's at Oliver Season 1 skill level. That's what beating Merlin would tell. And, like, they never get along. It would be a good villain for her. Because he's not too strong, but he's strong that it's, like, an effort for Canary to beat him. But she died. And now they're trying to... I don't know. They brought in a new one, and now there's a Black Siren. But back to Gotham. I got way off track. Gotham was good. Yeah. It's funny. It's got just the right tone. Dark comedy all around. I love that dark comedy. That's the end of that. But yeah. It was a good episode. If I had to rank them, Flash and Gotham probably tie. Followed by Arrow, followed by Supergirl. I'm missing any. I watched Better Call Saul too, but it's not DC. But it was a good episode. Mike was all clever and shit, like we like to see Mike. That's why we like Mike, because he's fucking clever. Cleverest motherfucker on there. Kinda. He wasn't too clever when he got shot to death by an old fucking geriatric bastard. Walter White. He got shot to death by another senior citizen. My God. They're both senior citizens. Mike and Walter fighting is technically a senior citizen battle. Think about it. It is true. Alright, well, that's it. I will be back with VR.